another episode of the Red Room Podcast. New week, new content, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in and tuning in with us, bro. I know we done finally got everything rolling with the video and the audio. As always, man, y'all see we got the schedule rolling out. Soft release come out on Friday. Official audio release on Saturdays. YouTube video come out on Mondays in the morning. Normally around 9 or 10 o'clock, man. Appreciate y'all for showing all the love. Y'all can always follow us at all of our social media platforms. On IG at _ the Red Room Podcast. It should be listed below. On Facebook, the Red Room Podcast. And our YouTube page, man. I'll share that link as well with y'all. Really appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all have been expressing all the appreciation for the work y'all seen us put in. Me and Jahari, we really been working over here, doing what we can do to bring this podcast out to another light, man. Just as always, we out here discussing music, discussing good times and good stuff, good people, man. We just over there be chilling, bro. We appreciate y'all for rocking with that content, bro. Peace, positivity, and good vibes over this way as always. Today is gonna be a pretty, decent episode, bro. I'm rolling out talking about some music that came out last year, some albums that I haven't touched on yet because we took a little hiatus from the podcast. Two of the albums the only two albums we talking about today is that Wayne and Chainz, Welcome to Hollygrove. It's the second installment of the album that they had, man, to follow up to Collegrove. And Killer Mike, Michael. I have yet to talk about that album. I've been wanting to talk about it since last year. So we got a good little episode, bro. Just some good little music discussion. But as always, y'all, continue to like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate y'all, man. Wayne and Chainz, man. Two of my favorite artists, man, down here in the South. We really hold them to a high standard. Chainz, to me, one of the most slept-on lyricists down here in the South that we got. I feel like he don't get the praise as a lyricist that he should, even though he been rocking and he righteously, I ain't gonna say on the Mount Rushmore and nothing like that, but he definitely up there on a high tier. And him and Wayne, they been linking up. Actually, Wayne, I ain't gonna say Wayne discovered him, but Wayne was the artist that took him to the next top, bro. Coming from Titty Boy, back when he was doing Cocaine Cowboy, that mixtape, linking up with Wayne, doing all that collaboration and stuff, man. So these two artists got a back history. And whenever they link up, bro, everything's so syncopated. This shit just sound good. Like, you can tell they vibe with each other. And that's what I'm really fucking with. But welcome to Collegrove. Collegrove 2, which some people calling it. But Wayne, bro, this project, it kind of came out the blue for me. Like, it was rumors and shit that they were going to put out a second one, man. But you got to realize the last Collegrove that they put out, the last collab mixtape, it was way back. I think it was like in 2015, 2016. I was still in college. They put it like that, bro. I was still in college. But it made major waves. And it's one of those mixtapes that, like, if you knew, you knew. But whenever they announced this one right here, the Welcome to Collegrove 2, people were like, oh my God, nigga, I remember the first album. And that's when I was like, okay, cool. The people who know, so I won't be talking just to the album, you feel me, whenever I discuss this album and shit like that. But Wayne, he really been popping back up in the limelight these last few years, man. Like, it been surprising me. Because, Wayne is revered as one of the best to do it. Ever. Ever. Goat tier shit. And so, he really a reserved artist, man. Like, I ain't gonna say a reserved artist. Back in the day, he used to be out in the limelight doing interviews and all that shit. And then somewhere along the lines of like 2008, 2009, he ducked off. He got real private, you know what I mean? He got private, ducked off, and just started exploring other avenues, which ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. But you can definitely tell in the last year or so, he done been popping out, bro. He been killing features. He been doing interviews. I saw he had a commercial, a Beats Pill commercial. He just more out into the forefront of the media now, bro. And normally when somebody like Wayne just out there like that, he got something coming. He got something stirring up. So I'm wondering what he got cooking in the pot, bro. He did have a few projects in the last few years aside from those like features. I enjoy anything coming from Wayne. I just say that, whether it's a feature, an album, a mixtape, or whatever. But me, personally, I appreciate a well thought out verse from Wayne. Because if Wayne just ain't finna hop on anybody's shit. Lil Wayne just ain't finna hop on nobody's shit, and he don't like you as an artist or feel like you just gonna be trash or kill the verse. You know what I mean? So whenever I see that he featured on something, I'm trying to see what he talking about. Like, because I want to know what the other artists got going on. But aside from that, he did have a few projects in the last couple of years that were his. And he done experimented with different avenues of music, like I said earlier, man. Like that whole era where he dove into pop, rock, singing. He did it all. You know what I mean? Like, Wayne really got a story to tell. But I ain't mad at the content. I honestly appreciate him just diving into those avenues to see what he can do. Because at the end of the day, bro, you never know what them creative juices is going to give you, bro. You never know what the product is going to give you. So I appreciate Wayne for doing that, man. Recently, he got all his mixtapes from back in the day, like the droughts and all that. He got them approved for streaming sites. So you're going to see all those on the streaming platforms now. And back for me, I say the mixtape Wayne was like prime Wayne. I'm talking drought 1, drought 2, drought 3, when he was killing everybody else beat. You feel me? He was putting a verse on everybody else shit and overshadowing the song. Like, you heard the song, bro, and you be like, nah, I don't even want this version. I want Wayne's version. You feel me? So I'm rocking with that, man. So you got to give Wayne his accolades, man. He didn't influence a generation of rappers. He didn't influence every generation of rapper that has come after him, man. He didn't discover a few. Nicki, 2 Chainz, Wayne, Drake. Like, so, I don't know, bro. Like, whenever the GOAT argument comes up and, like, you don't mention Wayne, I'm going to kind of look at you a little funny. Because, like, why is he not in the discussion for you? I just want to hear your side whenever it comes to shit like that. All around success and admiration, man, surrounding that man. So, especially coming from the factors of his past and everything. I came up listening to Wayne, little boy down here in the South, man. We came up listening to Wayne heavy. The Wayne era was my era. We witnessed the peak, we witnessed the decline, we witnessed the duck off, and we witnessing the resurgence. You feel me? So, like, I'm just as a fan on the outside looking in, I'm ready for what this nigga finna do, bro. Everybody got a favorite Lil Wayne album or Lil Wayne mixtape, and if you ask 10 different people what's their favorite Wayne album, bro, you're gonna get 10 different answers. Because his discography is one of the most unmatched, in my opinion, especially when it comes to mixtapes. As far as, like, volume, like, he got a gang of mixtapes, bro. Up there rivaling Currency and Gucci. You feel me? And Wayne was the first to do it. So you see the influence in the culture, bro. I'm going to drop 3 in Carter Man myself. But in 2016, like I said, he gave us that Collegrove. And that's when I was like, ooh, this man Wayne killing it, dog. It was righteously a surprise because it was out the blue. And like I told y'all, nobody acknowledged it at the time. Me and my people, we was fucking with it, though. Just the nostalgia of hearing some more Wayne at the time. But Wayne and 2 Chainz, they gave us his album called Grove 2. I was already anticipating it, even though they said it was out the blue, man. I thought it was rumors at first, like I said. But my partner, he had put me on. He was like, nigga, this is not a drill. This is a real mixtape. You feel me? Like, this is a real album finna drop. So anything involving them two, I was ready for it, man. The more I got excited to hear the album, you know, I was doing my research and looking into it. I was just listening to a bunch of Wayne singles where he was featured on. My partner sent me a song where Wayne was featured on a single with Benny the Butcher. He was on there rapping his ass off, and I was like, if this how Wayne coming, he coming on some mixtape shit. So that's what we kind of got in this album right here, bro. He was in that mode. Other members from Griselda, man, they got that ability to bring out the best of an artist. So Benny the Butcher, I didn't know if he was just bringing that out of Wayne or if that was like what the mold Wayne Benny in, like while he been working on this album. Either way, I'm here for it, man. On top of that, 2 Chainz been on the grind too, man. He just opened up a strip club, Candyland, outside of all the avenues of doing music. He part on the G League, College Park Skyhawks, as well as in the studio perfecting his craft, bro. Anybody who doing all these different avenues out there doing what they need to do and still giving us some quality music, I appreciate it. Because you got more to talk about, bro. I'm interested in the story, my nigga. Like, I'm trying to see what you got going on. Wayne and 2 Chainz, man, they've been working on the albums, they said, for 2 years. Um, like I said, it was kind of the mixtape flow. Some just recent that he was just rapping, bro. Like all the shit that he been doing as of late has been giving mixtape Wayne, and like I said, I'm here for it. But regardless of it, man, we got the project. It's been going dope. Out of all the music that been released in the like last year, like this probably been at the top of the list for me, man. And kinda as the time went on, it kind of settled into the spot that the first one did, and I'm okay with that because the first one is the shit, and it kind of got overshadowed, but the people know it's there. And like, if you need something to listen to that's like real good, you just put that mixtape on, man. It's just get that dose of nostalgia, man. Just the execution of it all. But to the actual album, I like they couldn't have planned it no better, man. They had 50 Cent narrating the album, bro. 50 Cent on that bitch narrating the intro like it's an episode of Power. So from there, I was like, okay, this what they got going on. I like the intros now, man. Like intros is one of my things. Intros and interludes, I really been appreciating over the last few years, especially a few artists who've been doing the whole getting prolific people to do their intros and shit. Being from the South back in the day, we used to get Big Rube or people like that with a poetic aspect to put their spin on it. But I mean, like, getting 50 Cent is a damn good call, bro. Especially that he just up in the forefront now. I appreciate what he brought to the album, man, because he did help shape that with this. But him narrating was just the shit. The feature list, I was fucking with it too. 21, he cut up on that hook and his verse, it was straight. The pre-release song that came out was Pressure, which is like a strip club anthem. Can't get mad at that, man. We gotta call a spade, though. 2 Chainz Ain't Sleep. That's the perfect song to drop when you in the strip club, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all. 2 Chainz is the reason why I fuck with Follies to this day, man. Rest in peace, Follies. Rest in peace, Follies. There'll never be another one, dog. But I ain't heard that New Orleans bounce Wayne in a minute, dog. Like since my early teens with Big Timers. So that's the kind of vibe he gave to it too, man. Like Wayne took it back with this album. It made the album well-rounded, a little bit of everything. He had Usher on this hoe, who also started another little music run too. Shout out to Usher. He got Fabulous on it, big. That sample Should Be Done. He got that going on there, man. You can barely even tell it's a sample because it's done so good. I will say that Currency did it better, but this didn't disappoint at all. If you want to hear the sample, check out my social media for Sample Sunday. I'm going to get that to y'all, man. I'm going to get back on my Sample Sundays for y'all. Benny the Butcher featured on the album. Ross was featured on the album too. It just makes sense, bro. It just makes sense because they were all dominant in the same generation. Wayne, 2 Chainz, and fucking Ross. All dominant right around that whole era, man. And this right here was just like the link up. This was like the Lakers, my nigga. So, I be trying to tell y'all, I came up in a great era of music when we had Gucci, Jeezy, and T.I. coming off their run. And then we had Wayne, Ross, 2 Chainz, then Wiz, ASAP, Rocky, Scooter, and they were in their prime, bro, with Migos, Dolph, and Prime Future right behind them. So it was just dope to see, man. Like, that dose of nostalgia is what made me like this album. Had a perfect blend of Atlanta meets New Orleans, which I feel like is the perfect blend of Atlanta rap and New Orleans rap. Wayne and 2 Chainz, bro, they been the pioneers of their collab. Like, in the South since Collegrove. Ain't nobody else did it like that, man. This is the Wayne that I've been missing. That spitting Wayne, that rare form Wayne. It's crazy because he like in his 3rd or 4th prime. He is in his 3rd or 4th prime, man. That's crazy. There should be a damn study done on that nigga Wayne, bro. There should be no debate of who the greatest rapper of all time is, man. This is the Southern Rap Project I've been waiting on amongst a few others. Gotta show support, gotta show love. Shout out to the album, man. It's righteously, I ain't gonna say it's a no-skip album, but it's a good album to listen to. You can listen to it all the way down, but it definitely got a song or so that I would skip. You know what I mean? Like, it's one that I just don't care for. I ain't gonna put it out like that, but y'all know where I'm at with that. And bro, we got another album, another Atlanta artist, bro, Killer Mike. Killer Mike released his album Michael last year in 2023. I've been marinating on it for a minute. Y'all know we ain't put out episodes for a long time. So there are so many albums and so much music that I have stockpiled up that I want to talk about, and this is one of them. Killer Mike, I had in my notes written down. As soon as I heard the album and let it marinate after a few weeks, I was like, Killer Mike deserves a Grammy for this album, bro. Lo and behold, the nigga got a Grammy for this album. Yup. I wish y'all could see the notes and the timestamps and when I wrote shit, man. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, cause nigga, we been calling. We were like, that nigga deserve a Grammy, man. When you look at it, Killer Mike has been part of Atlanta rap since it popped off, nigga. Mentored by Outkcast, even though that whole debacle happened. Influenced by the Dungeon family. Had the hardest verse on Outkast and Outkast song in the whole world. He killed that verse back in the day for the people who didn't know who Killer Mike was. Then he turned around and he had the hardest verse on Never Scared, bro, with Bone Crusher. People don't remember that shit. He was also in the movie ATL, man. People don't remember that Killer Mike was in ATL. Y'all remember when Big Boy went to the trap house and that nigga was on the front eating out that plate, bro? He was like, this all organic. He was like, nah, cheesecake. You feel? That was Killer Mike, man. So that was just like a little cameo that was dope and I appreciate. My first time hearing Killer Mike, I know for a fact, bro, I was young. My daddy had a fucking old ass Saturn, man, and for the people who down here in my area know about it, he took me to Mayday in Hurtsburg as a little kid. It was me, my Uncle Jay, my daddy, a couple of other people, man, goddamn, and they put that Outkast on the whole world, and next thing you know, I was like, God damn, bro, I was vibing. As a young nigga, bro, I had to be like 7, 8 years old. So, Killer Mike really been in my music, you know, he was one of the few people who, well, he was one of the artists who introduced me into a lot of Atlanta shit. So, he did fall off the music scene for a while, aside from a few projects that he did with his group Run the Jewels. Even during his fall off, bro, behind the scenes, he became a real businessman. He bought real estate. He bought other appreciating assets. Just generally furthered himself becoming a pillar in the Atlanta community, man. Helping out, putting back into his community. He became the face of a black-owned bank called Green Tree. He popped back on the music scene with a few features just to get his feet wet, man. And then, next thing you know, he got in his head that he didn't get his just due in the music scene as far as rap. So he got to come out here and show y'all that he got it and he can do what he set out to do in the first place. And he damn sure did it, man. Because this album is righteously a no-skip album. All those features he got on there, man. Andre 3000. That, bro, that's probably my favorite song on that bit. The song he got with Currency. I'm rocking with it, man. I highly, highly advise y'all to go peep this album out. The man won a Grammy. For the people who, and whenever he popped up and he won that award, he started getting all the accolades and people started noticing him and shit. I didn't appreciate on social media when people were like, who is Killer Mike? Who is Killer Mike? Who is this nigga? I was like, bro, y'all don't know who Killer Mike is, bro. Like, it just be killing me, man, because it shows me that y'all don't know y'all roots. Y'all didn't know about what was going on back in the day. Like, y'all didn't know about these artists. I was just amazed, bro. Killer Mike has been a part of Atlanta hip-hop and southern rap as long as I can remember, at least since I was younger. So y'all need to goddamn chill out with that shit, bro. Before you be like, who is this nigga? Who is this nigga? Y'all need to do your research. Just like when I say one of the most prolific artists from Atlanta too is Skyhawks the Prince. People be like, who is Skyhawks? Do your research. You feel me? Like, it shouldn't be, that question shouldn't be asked about certain shit. That's where I'm at with it. But all in all, man, dope album. What else can I say about Killer Mike, man? All around good dude. He has a TV show too. Anything that comes from this man is positivity. He is all about black. He is all about us, man. All the love. And back in the day, a few years ago, he did have a dope ass verse on this song called Palm Olive with Freddie Gibbs. Verse hard as hell, man. Y'all should check that out too. But yeah, he came back with this hard ass solo album and delivered exactly what he was supposed to do, and he did what he needed to get these awards and get his accolades and get his name back out there. Salute to you, man. Killer Mike as a whole. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. This has been another episode of the Red Room Podcast, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shouts out to y'all, man. We really been doing everything that we can do for this podcast, and like everything is coming to light, man. We took a while to get the video aspect. We finally got that going. Check out our YouTube page, man. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the feedback. The best thing y'all can do for us is tell us that y'all appreciate what we doing. Y'all see the work we've been putting in, man. Much, much love. We'll be back next week, man. Shit, with another episode, man.
Like a tree.